Alright, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Mogg Monday. So we play goblins, or discuss goblins, every single Monday. My name's Davis, of course. And today we're doing a little short episode. We're going to go over one card. This is the big new goblin card from the Lord of the Rings set. My full set reviews should be up on YouTube probably tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow morning. I go over every single card. But I want to talk a little more about this card. Moria Marauder. A lot of folks are hyped for this card in Goblins, but I'm here to give you the bad news. I don't think Moria Marauder is very good. There's talk of this card seeing play in Historic or seeing play in Modern, and what we have here is a red for a 1/1 Goblin Warrior. It has double strike and says whenever a Goblin or Orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, not until your next turn, this turn only. All right, so in a lot of ways, the card is similar to Warren Instigator, a card that sees no play anywhere. Warren Instigator, same stats, same cost, same body, but has the damage trigger of putting a Goblin play for free, Goblin Lackey style, and just too finicky, too fragile, just too hard to kind of like get going, basically. Or you play this 2-mana 1/1, and if your opponent sneezes, it dies. If they have a 2/2 in play, they can just block, or if they have a 1/2 in play, they can block it cleanly. So you have to like push this thing through, And the thing is that with Instigator, it's actively good on turn 2 if it hits, because you at least get to put two things in, which is great. Whereas this card, if it hits on turn 3, not turn 2, turn 3, you might not even be able to play the cards you hit off of it. If you don't hit a land or play something else or whatever it is. So the exile effect plus double strike, in fact, we've seen a few times before, and it really hasn't been very good because it's almost like overkill. It's like hard to get the hit in anyway, and then if you do get the hit in, can you even play the cards if you hit? Do you have any cards you want to play also? The upside here is that it does trigger on any goblin. The problem is, so if I play a 1/1 goblin on 1 or whatever, and then this thing on turn 2, I attack, and then it triggers, and the card goes away forever. I can't ever cast it because I'm tapped out. So it's not like you can just like play this thing, attack with 4 goblins, draw 4 cards, because you need to be able to play the cards you hit also, which is really, really tough. So I think this thing, it reads a lot like, whenever a goblin hits, draw a card. But because of how you have to play it, because you have to cast it and then attack immediately, have to have attackers already, and then you need to use the cards immediately. There's so many hoops to jump through that it's hard to use anyway, and there is no ceiling, because the ceiling on, if this just said like whenever a goblin does damage to a player, draw a card, which is not, that's not what it says. If it did say that, the ceiling would be draw 10 cards, right? I have 10 goblins in play, I attack you for 10, I draw 10 cards. That ceiling does not exist with this card, because this card is fundamentally capped by the amount of mana that you have also. So if I have 4 goblins in play, I say I have 4 lands in play and 4 goblins in play, right? I pay 2 mana, cast this thing, attack for 4. All 4 goblins hit, and they hit land, whatever, like land 2-drop or whatever, or something like that. 2-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. I can't play them all. I can only draw 1. I can only play 1, maybe 2 of them. So the ceiling is so low because of how the card caps out, and the floor is also pretty low too, because like it's so fragile, it's so hard to get in with. It dies to everything, and then of course this card also is going to be legal in Historic and Modern, not in Standard, not in Pioneer. Those are formats where maybe you could have a chance, but in Modern, there's freaking Ren and 6s everywhere. We got Ren and 6, Fury, all these cards are just devastating. And then in Historic, you have to focus a little more on Muxus also, and just like. This card just does not compete with Rundvelt Hordemaster. Like, Hordemaster and this card are just, like, miles apart. It is good with Hordemaster. It's a one possible, it's a double striker with Hordemaster. But then you're playing it more as a double strike creature than, like, an actual card draw creature. Isn't very exciting either. So, again, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but I think this card is just pretty bad and, like, pretty much unplayable in most scenarios. I mean, like, maybe if you have like a if you want to go for like, a matron target when you're like later in the game. But again, in that point, you're just play Hordemaster. Just get a Hordemaster instead. If Hordemaster didn't exist, like maybe there's a space for this card. But Hordemaster just does everything this card does, but much, much better. And it's excellent. So Moria Marauder, unfortunately, kind of a stinker. And I'm a little bummed, honestly. There are only like 3 or 4 goblins in this set when like it's freaking Lord of the Rings. There's freaking goblins everywhere, you know? We gotta wait for the Hobbit Lord of the Rings. That's what we need. We gotta get the Hobbit, the Goblin King, and so on and so forth. But that's my thoughts on Moria Marauder, and then that's basically what's going on. And then that's it for today. We're doing a little short episode of Mogg Monday today. I just got back from my vacation. I'm traveling to Command Fest Orlando on Wednesday, which is really, really fun. We got 10 new brews coming up, which should be great for Lord of the Rings. We're doing 5 historic decks and 5 modern decks. Bronze and Mythic is coming up. Just finished a set review. It's going up on YouTube tomorrow, which should be awesome as well. Lots of cool things happening. Lots of travel happening. I'll be at Command Fest Orlando. I'll be at Too Many Games Convention the week after in Pennsylvania, which is super awesome as well. So hope to see you at those, and I hope you enjoy it. So we'll be back at the games next week, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the buttons, do the things. You're doing a great job with that, and that's it. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it.